Hello, welcome back. I thought I'd start off this episode with a little bit of at least my history in the game, and I don't know, not necessarily advice, but just because before story mode came out, uh, you only had survival mode, so you had some options. And I suppose what I did, let me put that away. What I did, no, not inventory journal. So what I did, I started off like in Voyager, and I died a few times, and I just decided, well, I'll go back to Pilgrim and I'll play around in Pilgrim and just learn the mechanics, learn what's possible in the game, how to, you know, without worrying about the wildlife or so much about the weather. And then I found out about the maps. So, and that was kind of controversial because people weren't sure whether that was too much of a spoiler. But from my point of view, when I looked at the maps originally, I was actually, it made me love the game more because I saw the expanse of territory that I did have at the time, which wasn't Forlorn Mustang, did not have, Broken Railroad, Milton Song, which obviously was really cool, all the places to go. I knew about the Forge, but I didn't know where it was. So, and it didn't spoil it for me at all. In fact, it helped because it was really difficult. Some people say they like to, yeah, I'm going out here to my demise potentially. Let's go look at it anyway. But it none of that really spoiled the game, and I think maybe people that come to this game would get a little daunted by wandering around. And more hardcore gamers might find it really cool that going in it blind. So I did it both. Partially, I came in it blind. I get the feeling as though I'm going to encounter the wolves here. I came through here on a test run not long ago, but it was and it was Interloper, and yeah, I got into it with two wolves, and I barely got out alive, and then ran a deer into a wolf, but it happened to be two wolves, and one of the wolves got me in Coastal Hwy. Which was a little strange because one of the wolf behaviors I noticed that's variable is how far away they'll start their run at you. This guy started his run at me about 200 yards away. So 2 football fields. I mean, he didn't just stalk. He ran to my left in a big J formation, came at me at a constant angle, and just came right at me. And I shot him, and I must just missed him, but he came right at me, and I had to get in a fight with my pry bar. I had a pry bar and a rifle. But yeah, we were on the ice, and I was obviously out in the open, but still, just, there was no stalking to it. He just took out at a run. And it was pretty cool, because, he ran across the front of Jackrabbit Island, and then down one side and came at just a constant angle. While his friend was eating my deer. So I never even got a chance to get it. But it was windy. I was going to do it. You can do it with a rifle in the wind. See, and am I being way too overly cautious here? The problem in this area is they can walk up at any spot, anywhere. He could come up right in front of me right now. And even crouched, I could be in trouble. So, I feel better when I'm closer around this rock, that even if they're out here, I could run. But they don't seem to be around. But if you stand up, you certainly find out real quick whether they are or not. There's nothing worse than crawling around for 2, 3 minutes and say, okay, the coast is clear, and get up and bam. You pick the worst possible moment. And sometimes they make the wind whip and sound just like a faint wolf bark. Oof. Oof. Like that. They knew what they were doing. So we have a deer carcass up here, but this is this like suicide to do that? They must be down on the ice. I've literally not seen hide nor hair. Well, while I would like to grab this deer, I will say I did alter the loot in the game slightly, so it's not like it's interloper settings completely. Yeah, they do kind of trap you here. One of the most likely places to come upon the wolf is here, and when you first come out. So all the in-between and everything is almost uncertain here. But this is a highly likely spot. And as far as I'm concerned, if I'm not freezing to death, I have no problem with doing this slowly. In fact, I think it's the cavalier attitude sometimes that ends your run unexpectedly, even among the players out there, you know, who can manage it, get out of it, and so on. It's just not a good thing to get into a bind, especially in a tight little area like this where it's do or die. Now, of course, I could run from here probably and make it all the way, even if the wolf was chasing me. In fact, I'm warming up right here. Well, this is a bit of a gift from Crumbing Hwy. Of course, I could be also lingering a little too long and give them time to come up here, but usually that's the 50-50 of it. Either they're down on the ice or they're up here. That sounds pretty distant. Oh, I can't run. That's the other big part of it. I could get a torch out. It's still enough, probably, right? Oh, there's not a leaf on a tree, is there? I'm all for taking it slow right here. No problem. This is the ultimate pinch point. There he is. Glad to see you're going the other direction. But you know what that means. Two of them. Okay. So they've decided it's time to come up here. Well, it's always nice to know where they are. Not necessarily gonna work for you, especially in a case like this, because I can't run. I should probably get a flare maybe just to keep them at bay if it comes to that. Because I don't even care whether it's windy or not. I'm not going to try to. It doesn't look like it. I could pull a torch, but in fact, it says I'm out of the wind, so I'm going to change that to a torch, and we're just going to back up here a second. I think I'm good, though. I'm being really paranoid, I know. In fact, why not, right? There's not 3 out here, is there? Yeah, there is. Possibly 4. The other 2 are far enough away, but I don't know about this one. There's another one potentially up here. I'm kind of a... Yeah, I'm at the end. But since I've crawled around this long, I just don't want to walk around that spot. Just in case. Usually they don't come down this far, but they can. Alright, take that back. They do. They will. No, they do come down here. Oh, I'm not even... Wow, I am completely wrong as to where I thought I was, huh? That's true. I came down to the road a lot sooner. That's fine. Never mind. Yeah, do the wolves come down here? Absolutely they do.
But nobody needs this anymore.
Thank you. There's a piece of cloth or something on the seat. Nope, whoop, 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 whoop. I think I just lost a match there. Okay. So I found a match and it looks like I lost a match. Alright, let's proceed on. This indeed is a dangerous area. I've already been in the cellar, in the basement, so excuse me while I crawl like a completely uncourageous, scared little girl. Yeah, because I'm a female. I'm out looking for Will, and I won't say that I've taken a logical path. In fact, I suppose if I was going to be logical from the standpoint of being Astrid, I would be heading for Milton. I suppose I could say that Astrid knows where Milton is. She's the one coming out here. I could only imagine being a doctor that she would be someone intelligent enough to, you know, make her surroundings known, check a map, see what she's going to get herself into. But then again, you know, she's coming up here going to of course, she's coming to Will knowing that there's a storm going, and he reiterates that there's a storm. They both know it's dangerous. She obviously knows it's dangerous. I don't know. I just don't know how prepared either one of them really are. Obviously, he's prepared more than she is in the sense of he's a bush pilot or a remote area pilot. I think I'm probably safe here. So, to say I can predict what Astrid would do, I don't know. But we're putting the scenario as she's out looking for Will. So, I mean, Milton's not like around the corner or anything. But from this point, I'd be following, maybe following Turkey Steam and going up through the mine, Cinder Hills. In fact, I wanted to make a loop through that area right there up from the log sort anyway, and go through the trailers. I I believe I have a snare on me. Maybe camp out for a couple days. At the little cabin there. There's another little rabbit grove. And move down back down to Bear Creek. Because I think I have some stuff in that cabin. And check the fishing hut, because I think I left some stuff in there. But the weather and the temperature, yeah, I'm kind of leaning toward it's moving toward the unsettled thing. And we all know, at least people who have been playing this a while, just how fast bad weather can come up. And this is a pretty much notorious interchange right here, because I've had it go bad for me both directions right here.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I do believe I've already looked in this car. Not the trunk. That was Tinder, but yeah. So now it's just a matter of these wolves. I'm not quite sure where I stand on wildlife. I know I have them all on high, very high, so. But as far as how many wolves, that's another variable that I have yet to figure out. Oh boy, here we go, huh? Yeah. Obviously, Voyager and Stalker have more wolves, but why exactly, I'm not sure. And then there's the bear up here. And of course, that's a potential spot for the rifle or rifle rounds if the rifle's in the game, but I don't have the rifle in the game. And the bear does walk around through that area. He ranges pretty far here. Is that a cabin standing over there? That one definitely is. So that's not an interloper thing. Those would not be standing. This was interloper. Happy to see a... Have to assess this really. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so that's how they do that. They love doing that, and that's... Oh, that's such a spot to get trapped in over there. I'm just not gonna do it. Once you go to one of those cabins, see where the bears, he'll go over there. I mean, you can't do anything over there. If you have any meat, which is another tip for anybody playing this game, as soon as you have meat in your inventory, I would say that I just play it as the moment you have meat in your inventory of any kind, whatever wildlife, whatever predatory wildlife's in the area immediately senses you. And wolves will just immediately go to that area. And if they're close enough, that's the only other thing I don't know. Say, for instance, on the ice. Terrain makes a difference. On the ice, they will just directly walk, even if it's 200 yards, to that spot that you walked away from where you had meat in your inventory. Then they will turn and go to the next spot where they smell something, which is you. But that's when they'll break it off if you increase the distance. And just if in case you're wondering, which I've done before, is run a deer into a bear. The bear will not care. The deer will veer off, and the bear will go away. And that'll be that. The bear will just keep walking. And you can't get up here. This is where I died from a bear attack. Is trying to get up this hill. And as soon as I got to the top, the bear was there. This was so classic. This is I think the main event that caused me to want to record, because but it was the bear when it happened to me, it wasn't the wolf. And I can't run. And it's a waste, but I wish I could cancel out of that. I can't cancel out of that. And the bear may have turned and be walking direct. I think all wildlife movement, but then no, he's walking over there. Good. Okay. Where he ran to, I don't know. Probably back on his path. Oh, man. Can I go up the hill now? Well, he's far enough away. Let me just go around the end.
Would I be dying from starvation?
But he's going to come back. That's the problem. Probably come back. But if he does, he'll probably... I say probably a lot, huh? That's what this game does to you. It puts the word probably in your mouth a lot. To me, the wolf paths are unknown. And especially when you alter their path, then who knows how they'll change back to their original path. And I don't know what that was, so... Oh, and this is a bad place. You can't crouch. You can't really do that here. The game will have you meet that predator right there. Let me get around this island. I just can't. I can't do this. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that that's the aggroed wolf and he's coming back. And he's going with some intent, looks like. To me? What is he stalking? He's the wolf of misanthropes. One of. Well, I wanted to go, I guess, if I can get down around by the log sort area on the ice and stay out of range, I can go on up. I can't remember which fishing huts I've gone into. But with my little excursion up, he's pretty close. They're all three pretty close. And I'm going over here to the bear. Okay, this is like one of those times when, well, but I can't run. I can't run and my torch is going to go out. Alright. This is the Coastal Highway. It's like the thread the needle version of.
Okay, getting a bit thirsty.
Are you? Yeah. This is a real version of kind of Dances with Wildlife. And as much as the bear is pretty slow, he will come up on you faster than you would imagine. Or am I thinking the bear is somewhere he's not? Like, really close to me. Now, the question is, will this wolf venture up on the Misanthrope's Island? Oh wait, that's not the one. Wow, they do love their little black rocks and black wolves, don't they? And black bears, and they just love that. Oh, and is the bear back over here now? Where? I can't see him, and that just disturbs me. If I can get up to Misanthropes, this would be a minor miracle, I think. Oh, really? I don't know where the bear is. The bear, in fact, could be right on the other side of this rock. It's quite possible. Guys. 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 Oh, man. Alright. We'll go fishing hut to fishing hut. That seems to be the only prudent way to navigate this coastal spot. Yeah, that torch last, that must have been 100%er right there. No doubt. Yeah, they're out here. No time to be running a deer into a wolf. But I'm always looking out for that. No, I have not been in here.
Okay.
Yeah, the loot is up. I think I set it up from low to medium or something like that. So basically it's like Stalker or Voyager, I guess. But since I'm on a search and rescue mission, as Turkey Steam put it, I need the initial part to be able to do that. It's the only viable way that I can get through these areas and stay alive. And you still have to go around the wildlife. It's not like just because you have food means you're good to go. You're going to eat that food. And it's not going to replenish, so... I would really like to go to Misanthropes just because I haven't been there. If you're going to go through a run, you really want to go to every spot you can. And in a search and rescue mission, you typically go to every spot you can. The operative word there being can. Obviously, I can do it. I just have to make the timing right. But when it's being patrolled, you don't have a lot of options. I don't like being in this area. I do have my bedroll, right? Yes. Now that doesn't mean I don't have any meat on me. I hear some footsteps, and I don't think it's the pitter-patter of bunnies. I do love the weather, though, and that's why my outdoor time is so high on my Voyager run, because my thought was get good enough clothing where you can stay outside all the time, because I really don't... I mean, the cabins are cool looking, but you can't see what's going on, so that always bothered me. And another advice, never start a fire unless you have to for other reasons. But as far as staying warm, don't just start a fire if you're not cold. Don't waste it. Alright. 6. Oh yeah. Could I live in here for a while and fish? And yeah, but I'm not gonna do anything long term in a wolf infested area. Maybe if I had all the weapons and it was Stalker and or Voyager, and I just killed all the wildlife and could do what I wanted. But I see no reason to wander out here. So we're tired enough. In fact, I'm gonna hang out here, check clothing, read, milk this out, start a fire, keep warm. It's impossible for me to die of hypothermia unless I did something just completely ridiculous. Impossible. So we're gonna wait this blizzard out and get out of this area. So see you back here soon. Thanks for watching.